My friends, listen closely. I am Napoleon Hill, and for many years I walked the corridors of human ambition to discover why a few men and women achieve extraordinary wealth, while so many others toil and remain poor. I discovered patterns, not accidents, laws, not luck. Tonight I will speak plainly, step by step, so that any man or woman willing to work may seize the same advantage the successful enjoy. This is not mere theory. This is practice fashioned into habit. Attend to it with seriousness, and you will set in motion forces that will change your life. First, prepare your mind. This is the foundation upon which every success, small or great, must be built. You must make an honest decision to stop telling yourself excuses. Excuses are the thieves of progress. Say to yourself now, I will remove every excuse that prevents me from learning and acting. Repeat that sentence until it sinks into your awareness. Do not imagine that preparation is some passive waiting. It is an active clearing of the inner space so that constructive ideas may enter. Rid your mind of fear of failure, of the soothing comforts of inertia, of the habit of blaming circumstances. Set aside a short daily ritual, 5 minutes each morning of quiet reflection, followed by a clear statement aloud, I will do what must be done. That ritual begins to train your subconscious to receive commands rather than complaints. Remember, the mind obeys habit before it obeys desire. Next, decide precisely what you want. Vague wishes produce vague results. The man who says, I want to be rich someday, flirts with an idea but does not command his mind to create a plan. Define your object with firmness. Choose a definite sum of money, name a realistic and yet challenging time frame, and attach to this sum a noble purpose that reaches beyond selfish comfort. When your goal serves something greater than the education of your children, the betterment of your community, the building of an enterprise, the intensity of your desire grows. Write your exact objective on paper tonight. Make it a single sentence. Read that sentence aloud each morning and each evening, not as a wish but as a command to the mind. Say it with feeling. Let the sound of your voice begin to impress this truth upon the subconscious, where dreams are converted into plans. Then create an emotionalized desire. Desire by itself is insufficient. It must be charged with feeling. Consider desire as a battery. Without emotion, the battery is dead. Ask yourself why you want this result. Is it for security, for recognition, for freedom to serve others? Choose reasons that stir the heart. Attach to your written objective words that make the feeling vivid, phrases that conjure relief from worry, the smile of a loved one, the pride of achievement. When you read your objective aloud, do so with emotion not loud for show, but intense in conviction. This emotional charge sets the subconscious into motion. It will not only help you persist, it will begin to supply ideas and opportunities. You will find yourself noticing things you overlooked before, meeting people who matter, and experiencing sudden, useful thoughts. That is the power of desire stirred by feeling. Build unshakable faith next, for faith is the engine of all achievement. By faith, I mean an expectation of success so firm that doubts cannot displace it. Faith is not a passive hope. It is an active state of mind created by repetition and evidence. Begin a discipline of affirmative statements, short, present, tense declarations that your objective is already in the making. Speak them with conviction twice each day, and immediately follow with a vivid mental image of the finished result. Faith grows from the combination of affirmation and visualization. When doubt intrudes, confront it. Keep a small journal of progress. Every small action you take toward the goal, every contact made, every lesson learned. These small successes are the proof that feeds faith. Train yourself to notice them. The man or woman who expects defeat will find reasons to justify it. The person who expects success will see each obstacle as a temporary lesson and continue forward. Use autosuggestion to program your mind deliberately. Autosuggestion is the method by which the conscious mind, through repeated instruction, convinces the subconscious to take action. It is a practice, simple yet profound, and must be performed daily. Take your single, sentence objective and repeat it aloud, slowly, with feeling, twice a day, morning and night. After each repetition, sit quietly for 5 minutes and allow a clear mental picture of the finished goal to form. Imagine the details, where you are, what you see, who stands with you, how it feels to have achieved this purpose. Let those images be as sensory as you can make them. The subconscious does not distinguish between vivid imagination and actual experience. Repeated vivid imagination instructs it to work toward that state. In addition to the written objective and the visual practice, speak short, supportive phrases that address your inner fears. Replace "I can't" with "I can learn." Replace "I don't know how" with "I will find those who know." Make a list of 3 truthful reasons you will succeed and keep them by your bed. Read them each night before sleep. The final thought before slumber will enter the subconscious most deeply. If you do this faithfully, you will notice a change. Ideas will come without forced effort. Opportunities that once seemed invisible will present themselves, and your mind will begin to construct the path forward. Now put these practices into immediate action. Tonight, before you sleep, write the exact amount of money you intend to earn and the purpose you intend to serve. Read it aloud this very morning and every morning thereafter. Anchor that statement to an emotional reason so powerful that it will disturb your comfort zone and force you to act. Begin the habit of faith, building by recording one small achievement at the end of each day, however tiny. Use those records to feed your affirmations. Repeat your autosuggestion until it becomes as natural as breathing. Do not suppose these methods are mystical tricks. They are disciplined habits of thought and feeling that align your attention and behavior. The untrained mind wanders, the trained mind takes aim. The poor man is poorer not because of circumstance alone, but because of habits of thought that attract and justify poverty. The rich person's thought habits differ. They are purposeful, organized, and persistent. If you correct your inner habits, if you prepare your mind, decide precisely, load desire with emotion, build faith deliberately, and employ autosuggestion without fail, you create the inner conditions necessary for the outer conditions to follow. Keep in mind that this is only the beginning of the journey. After you have set the inner machinery in motion, you must add knowledge and imagination to convert desire into a plan, then act upon that plan and enlist allies to multiply your effort. Those steps follow in sequence and will be explained in the next part. For now, master these preparations. Tonight do the exercises I have described. Write the sentence, charge it with feeling, affirm it twice daily, visualize for 5 minutes, and record a single small victory each day. When you act in this disciplined manner, you will no longer be part of the many who only wish. You will join the few who do. Now that your mind is prepared and your desire has been given definite shape, we must go further. For an idea alone, no matter how burning, is powerless without structure. The next step is knowledge, for knowledge is the raw material of riches. But I must make this clear: general knowledge will never make you rich. It is specialized knowledge directed toward a definite purpose that opens the door to fortune. Ask yourself, what must I learn, what must I acquire, what must I master to bring my desire into reality? Perhaps you require knowledge of finance, or of selling, or of organization. Perhaps you need the counsel of those who already know. Write it down, seek it out. A man who surrounds himself with experts may lack nothing, for he can purchase or borrow the knowledge of others and direct it toward his own aim. With knowledge in hand, you must apply imagination. Imagination is the workshop where desire takes on form and substance. Every enterprise, every fortune, Every invention that changed the world began in the mind of one who dared to imagine. Set aside time to let your imagination play upon your written desire. Ask yourself, in how many ways might this be achieved? Write down every possibility, whether it seems practical or not. Later, refine them. From imagination come plans, and from plans come action. Without imagination, desire remains a dream. With imagination, desire begins to breathe. And when imagination produces a plan, you must act. Here is the stumbling block where 9 out of 100 fail. They wait, they hesitate. They plan endlessly but never begin. You must begin now. Take the plan you have even if it is incomplete and act at once. Correct it as you go, but move forward. Action cures fear, while hesitation multiplies it. The man who waits for perfect conditions will wait all his life. The man who begins, even in uncertainty, learns and advances. Write your plan and then take the first step today. Decisions must be made with firmness. The successful decide quickly and change their minds slowly. The unsuccessful decide slowly and change quickly. When an opportunity comes, you must seize it before it passes. Do not fear wrong decisions, for every wrong decision contains a lesson. Fear only indecision, for it produces nothing. Train yourself daily to make small decisions promptly. This habit will prepare you for great decisions when they arrive. You will face resistance, as every achiever does. That resistance tests your persistence. Persistence is the sustained effort to turn desire into its financial equivalent. Many give up at the first obstacle, and this is why they remain in the 99%. Riches yield only to those who persist until success is inevitable. Persistence does not mean repeating mistakes blindly. It means pressing forward, adjusting the plan, and continuing the march toward the objective no matter how long the road. Build persistence into your daily schedule. Do not go to sleep until you have done at least one thing that carries you toward your definite chief aim. But even persistence, knowledge, and action are not enough when pursued alone. You must join with others in a spirit of harmony. This is the mastermind. The mastermind is the coordination of two or more minds working together for a definite purpose in a spirit of harmony. Out of such union comes a power greater than the sum of the individuals. Every great fortune has been built with the aid of others. No man ever became truly rich without allies. Choose one or two individuals of character and skill. Share your purpose with them. Meet often. Hold one another accountable. Your combined knowledge, imagination, and faith will create results you could never create alone. Now, my friends, here lies the forgotten lesson. People fail not because they lack desire, but because they separate the elements of success instead of combining them. One man has desire but no plan. Another has knowledge but no persistence. Another has action but no definite aim. Another has allies but no harmony. The law of success demands the union of these steps into a single force. When you marry burning desire with specialized knowledge, imagination with decisive action, persistence with the mastermind, you harness the full formula that leads to riches. This is why 99 out of 100 never become rich. They grasp one part and neglect the rest. The 1% practice them all together. Here is what I instruct you to do tonight. Read your written statement aloud. Beneath it, write 3 specific actions you will take within the next 7 days. Then, write the names of 2 people you can seek out as allies, and most importantly, tomorrow take 1 step, however small, toward that objective. Do not wait, for waiting is the great thief of riches. If what you have heard has stirred you, then prove it. In the comments below, declare 1 action you will take within the next 24 hours. Let your words be your commitment. Like this message, so that it may reach other seekers who need this truth. Subscribe and return, for each time we meet, I will share with you another law, perhaps the very one that will transform your destiny. Wealth does not come by chance. It comes by law. The law favors those who think with definiteness, who act with courage, who persist with faith, and who join in harmony with others. Begin tonight, persist tomorrow, and return again, for the journey is not over. The next lesson may be the key that unlocks your fortune.